Alright guys, so today I'm going to tell you about teachers and why they're crap these days. Okay, now I used to you know when I was in school, everybody told us, "Oh, Mark, you're smart. You need to go to university." And if I was getting poor grades or whatever, the teacher would just say, "Oh, you need to work harder. Just work harder. Do more studying." But I was studying to excess, and that's one of the problems I failed, I've, and it is ridiculous. Some people just are not smart enough to go to university. You have to take that into your brain, okay? You shouldn't be telling everybody to go to university. Like if you're getting if you're putting in a decent amount of effort and you're getting 100 points in your Leaving Cert mocks, forget about it. At least for now, okay? Now if you have a very low IQ, like I had a very low IQ. I had a mental defect. All right, I started working at McDonald's 2 years ago, and after every shift, my head would be wrecked. I found it really mentally difficult. Okay, does that sound like the type of person who should go to university? No, if you have common sense, but according to the school system, I should have gone to university. Okay, and I did go to not university, but further education institute, which is it's like if you do well in that kind of uh, course, then you move up to university. But I didn't even want to go. My mother forced me to go, saying she'd kick me out if I didn't go, and it's ridiculous. We need to be realistic. Some people just are not smart enough. If they want to get smarter, they need to start with the basics. Not studying 5 hours a day, not fucking reading a book every single day, but with small amounts of work, like I did. I've made massive progress to my intellectual abilities just by reading for 30 minutes a day, or maybe making a 10-minute YouTube video and reading for 20 minutes a day. And today I'm probably going to make probably about a 10-minute YouTube video and probably read for about 20 minutes. So just 30 minutes of work in general. And for a guy with a mental defect or a girl with a mental defect, that is what you need. Small amounts of work. Okay, you can't overload yourself like the school system. They are harming people by telling people, "Oh, you need to study more, work harder, go to university," and all the mind drains and stress people are going through. Like, it shouldn't be that difficult for people, and more people should be taken out and given a lighter workload, I believe. Personally, I think you should do an IQ test. I think you should do an IQ test before you can go to university. If you don't get the IQ test, you don't go to university. Just say, right, okay, you're off by, let's say it's, I don't know, 20, 30 points. So you just need to focus on building up your IQ, get your IQ to a decent level, and then maybe you can consider applying again, okay? And that's one of the big issues, okay? So yeah, we need to, I was watching a YouTube video, and there's this college, this secondary school last year students, they're all the students who got 120 or above in their IQ test. And the guidance counselor was saying these are the people who should go to college. Those who did really well, who got 120 or more in the IQ test. Those who got below 120 were not recommended to go to university, and that's a much better plan they have in place there. Okay, and same with a lot of things. Okay, like my mother, she said, she's seen she had a friend, and the friend has a daughter, and the daughter plays tennis, but she's not good at it. She's really bad at doing it, and her mother will shout her saying, "Oh my God, you're brilliant! Oh my God, you're amazing!" But that's not the case. She's not brilliant or amazing. Someone tell her she is and confuse her. Okay, and my mother said, she needs to fucking do basic skills. Hit a tennis ball against the wall. Start off at build a foundation first, and not tell her, "Oh, you're amazing." Well, my mother was guilty of doing this as well. She's telling me, "Oh, Mike, you're smart. You should go to university. That's really stupid." Okay, and a lot of people, I find just they find it hard to admit that they weren't taught poorly. Maybe their parents did a bad job raising them. Maybe their teachers did a bad job. I'm willing to admit that all my teachers failed me, and now I'm the one who has to do it myself. I'm the only person with any sense at all. Okay, so what else was I going to say here? So yeah, you have to be realistic and just know where you stand, and don't telling people that they're amazing at stuff and they're not amazing at stuff is stupid. It's like that episode of The Simpsons I was watching yesterday, when Homer went from one extreme to the other. He went from being extremely hard on Bart to being But see, sorry, Bart joined the American football team, the local American football team. Ned Flanders was the coach, and then Homer started slagging him at matches, shouting "Flanders, Flanders," and then eventually he got fed up and quit. Ned and Homer became the coach, and so what did Homer do? Yeah, he went very hard on Bart. You know, he told Bart to go run 20 laps of the garden one day, and then Marge said, Homer, I think you're going a little bit too hard on him. I think maybe you should tell him that you love him and stuff like that, and maybe tell him that you doing your best is okay, and it's okay not to be the best." So Homer then goes, he kind of takes that advice too much to heart. He what he starts doing instead is he starts putting Bart as the quarterback instead of Nelson. Nelson was their star player, but they put Nelson on the bench and Bart a quarterback. So the team starts losing. They go from winning every match to losing every match. And Homer keeps saying, "Oh, Bart, you're the best. You're going to quarterback," and that's what happens. You gotta, you know, not give special treatment to your kids and stuff like that. So yeah, not everyone should go to university. I think I've run out of things to say here. I keep repeating myself, but you know, it's very important that you train kids correctly, because kids are very young, very immature. They can't really coach themselves. Okay, now as a YouTuber, I'm coaching myself, but I'm 24. I'm 24 years old. So I think in your 20s you can self teach yourself to do something, but as a child you can't. You're sort of reliant on adults to sort of guide you, and if the guidance is bad, then the kid's going to do bad. That's just how it works.